child's whisper. Children, according to the 35th President of the United States, John F. Kennedy, children are the world's most valuable resource and its best hope for the future. But what if these little hopes of the world turn into monsters, bad guys, and delinquents? It is indeed hard to imagine that in this early age, they've known how to get their hands dirty. Who should be responsible for their actions? Should we blame them for choosing to do wrong? Can juvenile delinquency be stopped or prevented? Let us ask ourselves over and over again. What can I do for my child, for my sibling, for my students, and for the younger ones? Juvenile delinquency is the engagement of teenagers, especially aging 6 to 18 years old or below 21 years old, in delinquent behavior crimes. In our country, 1,564 youth offenders were under custody of committing crimes starting year 2012 up to 2021, according to the record of Council for Welfare of Children, being the highest in the National Capital Region. 64% of the crimes fall under crimes against property, including theft, robbery, and malicious mischief. 32% fall under the crimes against person, which include rape, attempted rape, acts of lasciviousness, physical injuries, murder, and attempted murder. 4% of the serious crimes which involves violation of special laws such as illegal use of drugs, illegal firearms, and illegal gambling. This is the statistics recorded by the Philippine National Police, year 2012 to 2021. While hearing every bit of my statements, what can you say? How do you feel? We have this feeling that we are no longer safe in this world. We feel angry, we feel disappointed, and at the same time we feel sad. But if we think outside the box, we ask the question, what pushes these children to engage in delinquency? Can we really call them criminals despite the fact that minors are defined as under the age of responsibility? Eventually, I have the answer for that. So what are the factors that makes a child a delinquent? The number one cause of juvenile delinquency is on family relations. 92% of the delinquents that are interviewed share emotional disturbances like inferiority and lack of parental attention. The feeling of insecurity, rejection of parents, and other members of the family were big factors that causes criminal behavior. The second factor is faulty discipline. If a child is known to be a legendary spoiled brat, all his desires and wishes are suppressed, leading him into development of hostile personality. In addition, sociopathic parents and broken homes prove that children are victims of child abuse. These things make parents unacceptable model for the child. Lastly, is peer pressure and bad influence. They are the fruits of lack of attention received by the teenager at home. If a certain person is rejected in a society, he seeks for people who can treat him like family. Most of the time, these kinds of friendship leads to gangs, fraternities, bad vices, and delinquent behavior just to achieve mental satisfaction. Prevention is better than cure. Although we cannot stop these children from being exposed to delinquent behaviors, we can at least be aware of preventive measures in order not to turn them into criminals as they grow up. The Republic Act 9334, otherwise known as an act establishing a comprehensive juvenile justice welfare system, wherein its spirit is to discipline an offender in a child-appropriate process. It's the responsibility of the community to provide guidance where youths can grow and realize their full potential. Instead of putting them into prison cells where they can be exposed to adult criminals, children will be adhered to rehabilitation, which follows proper proceedings. The good news is that most youth offenders develop themselves and continued studying despite the fact that they were once juvenile delinquents. Instead of making crime a habit, most of them regret their behaviors. One case in Manila is about 14-year-old teen who engaged himself into drug using. After adhering into 4 years of rehabilitation, he changed into new person and was now a sales assistant in a convenience store. Once again, children should be corrected properly, not on prison cells, but should start at home. Loving our children and giving them enough attention and discipline is the best way we can do. Mutual understanding is important where a family should show positive attitudes. Parental supervision and proper guidance are key factors of self-cultivation in lifelong process. Also, school education and community we live in plays important role in the character development of a child. These places should tools for molding the mindset of individual as early as childhood. All around the world, children are calling for our help. Their whispers, their needs should never be ignored nor abused. Instead, they should be heard and loved. I thank you.